Hey everybody, welcome to Night's Black Agent.
Hey, hey.
We are here for episode something, where
I think it's four.
I think we're on 4.
Okay.
So Night's Black Agent is a combination of where vampires meets James Bond, and it's super fun, it's super engaging. The main RPG is made for parties of 4 to 5. We are demoing for y'all Solo Ops, which is a one-on-one role-playing game where I get to play the narrator storyteller, sort of crafting the challenges for Michael, and I'll let you introduce yourself as well as your character.
My name is Michael. I'll be playing Aaron Khan today in Night's Black Agents. Aaron Khan is he's a British MI6 who has been badly burned by a vampire. His memory has been broken and shattered. He can't remember the past 5 years of his life, and we are in currently the events of him trying to piece back together what happened, and he's trying to track down who did this to him and bring them to justice.
Awesome. So my name's Aaron. I stream here. I stream on my own channel. I also help with Shadowrun streams, and I get to play on Kids on Bikes on Wednesdays. So if you want, come check us out then. That is super fun, and there's nothing like reliving the 90s when I was a teenager and all the bad things that go with it. So check us out there. So just to get started, I'm going to sort of walk through where we were last time by exploring some of our edges, which are the things that you've earned through play that are good that you can use to your advantage. And then also going through our problems, which are the things that you've also accrued due to either poor rolls or through taking on a little bit more problem. We're going to start with the edges. So these should pop up on stream. The church. So one of the first clues you had when you woke up was that you had a cell phone, you had your clothes, but you couldn't remember anything. And on that cell phone was a note with a church. You did eventually make it there, only to find that your contact was currently being held by vampires.
Okay.
But it was
Yes.
a rival vampire. And so he was killed in the car as you were leaving the church. That's kind of the where we're at.
That was Stokovich, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Stokovich was the one that had killed your contact, and there's a handout for her, so I'm gonna pop that up with what she looks like. She is still hunting you though. There was an accident, or no, you jumped out of the moving vehicle, and that has caused her to keep looking for you. All right, so no going back. So you did escape from a nightmare. So you do know that you were once the thrall of a vampire. You can recall that, and that you would sooner die than go back to it. And so you can get a
Thrall
bonus.
is like that's like when someone is like, it's like mind control, right? When they say like
thrall?
you
Yeah.
were held and it's thrall. Yeah. Okay.
And so yeah,
Sounds like a fun like thrall.
So as an edge, if you ever needed to escape your former vampire master, which his name is, you've come to that information. His name is Jovitzo.
Yes, that's right. Javitso was my former trawler.
So you can discard that edge for a bonus die to escape him if you ever wanted to. Just to keep that in the back of your head.
Cool.
You also know that you worked with a former ex-SAS officer by the name of John Sinclair. You were both friends, but you were also both thralls of the same vampire. And so you do have a bonus for a push or an extra die if you're facing John Sinclair. You know that you had a former contact in the city of Budapest by the name of Sam Exes. You recall that he was an ally, although he was also a gambler and a crook. But you knew that he wasn't a servant of the vampires, at least as far as you can remember. And so you can use this edge to help get a bonus in dealing with Sam.
Okay.
And you also have a rosewater flask. This will help you resist the vampiric influence. So if you ever have to have a cool check, this will grant you an automatic hold on a cool check. Cool checks are usually like, okay, all right, the shadow is coming and looming down upon me. Can I hold my cool and not lose it? This will help you.
Okay.
Holy ground. You learned that vampires dread sacred places, and you could suppress your vampire score by 1 while in those places.
Okay.
All right. So what problems did you get? So
Excellent.
your head feels kind
Don't
of
forget,
shattered.
Michael should have shot her last time. Yes, I should have shot Stokovich. Yes. Damn it.
Probably would have been really nice to do so. So your head feels shattered. You have fragments of memories, glimpses of previous missions. You taste blood in your mouth, and you are currently at a -1 to cool test, as long as you're holding this card. So you're shaken.
Okay.
You are also roadkill. Okay. For some odd reason, you jumped out of a moving vehicle at high speeds, probably because of Stokovich.
Yes. So, okay, that gives me a penalty. Oh no, I'm injured. Okay.
You're injured.
And that affects
That is
me.
a -1 on physical activity.
Right, okay.
And then finally, there is something in the sky, a shadow, that you will occasionally see circling high above the city, prowling beyond the clouds, a giant bat.
I don't even know. Take a kite up there. I don't know, shoot it, fight it. All I can think is stock a bitch. She kind of is. She tricked me.
Well, you know, she had something she wanted. She wanted you to help her. It's just not in the way that you expected.
I need to give her the beatdown.
That would be pretty nice, I think. So that's where we left off. So you were kind of deciding. You had ended up in a coffee shop, where
Yes, Shakespeare Girl.
Shakespeare Girl. You made a pass at her. You were successful. She didn't sell you out, and you saw Stokovich run past the coffee shop. So you were sort of waiting there to see that she had left past, and now it's, what are you going to do? It's probably mid-afternoon in Budapest. Your one contact that you knew of is gone.
Okay. So I can either chase down Sinclair, or I can go to Xyz. Xyz kind of scares me. That name is kind of weird. So I think I'm gonna go catch up with Sinclair. I think. Let's see. He was an ex-SAS. We were both friends, and we were both enthralled. So now I wonder if maybe similar to me, he's not enthralled anymore. Okay. But I did see him on the road at one point, and he tried taking me out, correct?
He did try taking you out.
Okay. Yes, Michael's -1 cool test as long as the chat keeps him laughing. He should not have shot Shakespeare Girl. I didn't shoot Shakespeare Girl! What? Who said that?
That's Kendra. Okay. I didn't say it.
Okay. Do I have any way of contacting John Sinclair, or do I know where he would be hiding out in?
You are aware. Well, you're likely going to want to dig into this. You're going to want to see if you can figure out where he's hiding out in Budapest. Okay. You know that he has operated out of Budapest for years with you. And so...
maybe I can, camp out one of his frequent, spots.
So we're going to want to do a little bit of tradecraft.
Okay.
Is that one of your skills? Let's go pull up your character sheet.
What is it called again?
I said tradecraft.
I have it.
So that is an investigative ability which you could spend a push in order to activate, but you're all out of pushes.
Okay. So I'm out of pushes. What does that mean? So I can't do that now?
You can't do that one right now. Unless somebody
Okay.
out there was super nice and decided to, oh look, Tom gave you a push. Asking ye shall receive.
Thank you, Tom. I very much appreciate that. Too much Shadowrun training. Amazing. Okay.
That you should have
Let's do
shot.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
So you start, going about your like built-in training. You understand how to case the city. You understand what to look for. You understand how to move. Um, Describe to me how you think Aaron would go about his tradecraft. Walk me through your
Well, I
steps.
think at this right, yeah. So I have that vehicle, and you know what? I have Shakespeare Girl, so I wonder if she'd be willing to accompany me. Although maybe I shouldn't bring her. No, I probably shouldn't put her in any more danger than. I don't know. What does the chat think? Chat, do you think I should bring the girl? Okay, while they're deciding that, I think what I would do is probably take the Jeep or whatever vehicle we got, and really just hide on like a side of a street, whether it's like an ice cream store or you know wherever he is and camp, and maybe that might take a few hours to find where he might usually frequent, and try and just find him and catch him along one of his usual routine days.
So
What is Shakespeare Girl's name, Willie?
you didn't come
You
up with a
can't
name.
ask for a favor unless you know her name.
Her name is Emily.
I like Emily's a really nice name. Yes, let's take Emily with us. If she's willing to go, anyway. I don't. She might not want to come with me on my crazy adventure.
Well, you're going into the the lion's den, right? Like Sinclair has worked with your former boss. Currently the shadows are unaware of this girl. So either you're going to bring her with as sort of cover, but you do realize that you are risking her life.
She might actually save me. I don't know. I mean, she does read Shakespeare, which if you read Shakespeare, you're a better person. So let's bring her with. She might be excellent.
So you ask her like, hey, I've got some things to check on. Like, do you want to come with? Like, hang out for the day? Um, she's like, sure. Like, I mean, she puts her book. You seem exciting. There's sort of a magnetism of, well, besides the cuts and bruises all over your face, the she's interested in hearing what else is going to happen. So you start moving about the city. You decide to go catch dinner in a part of town that you think that Sinclair uh, would visit. You move on and go visit one of. Oh, look at this! They've given you another push.
They like that I'm bringing Emily with.
You're gonna need
Bring
that
her
push.
into a vampire's lair. Sounds like a foolproof plan. It was nice knowing Emily. We have another push, so she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be excellent.
All right, so, yeah, you start setting up surveillance, and you go to a restaurant that you think that Sinclair might visit, or maybe one of Sinclair's goons. You end
Right.
up spotting some of the people that like look super familiar, and the more you think on it, the more you're able to remember that this is somebody who had worked for Sinclair and you in the past. And you see that he is walking outside the
They were one
street.
of my goons.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he seems to be looking around as he's moving through the streets of Budapest. You can see him from this sort of wine and olive bar that you've set up at.
Okay. How many of them are there? Is there just the one, or how many?
There's the one, but you pushed on tradecraft, so generally they operate in twos. So you think that one of
Okay.
them is likely keeping watch while they're dangling one as bait.
Okay. Well, chances are, what I would have done is, I probably would have told Emily, a little bit about who I am, and, I'm out trying to apprehend, this vampire who has enthralled me, and if she was willing to come help me, I could, ensure her safety and bring her on a very fun adventure. Um, but knowing all that, if she still decided to come, which who wouldn't, I would ask her, if she'd be willing to distract one of them while I can maybe apprehend the other.
So when you tell her that you're hunting a vampire, she looks at you like you are batshit crazy.
What do you mean? Have you never heard of vampires? You come on, you
they're
read
not
Shakespeare.
real.
What
do you?
How can I?
They're fake.
I'll show her the rosewater flask. Look at this. You see this? This is. This is so stupid.
You're losing her. You're losing her.
No. Shoot, the vampires don't sparkle, but they do. How do I? Look, you don't have to believe me, Emily. But I am telling the truth. And if you want to leave, that's fine. I completely understand. But
I just can't.
You'd be helping me,
you're crazy. You need help. There aren't any vampires. There's leeches.
Okay.
And there's scumbags.
Okay, you're right. And how about this? You don't have to believe me, but why don't you just watch? And I will prove to you that vampires exist, and you can sit right here. How about that?
At this point, like, you can see her, like, sort of inwardly cringing, sort of like, why, if they do exist, why would I want to meet one?
I need a partner. Emily, I need you.
Like, she hasn't heard that before. Alright,
That's okay. If she leaves, she leaves. That's okay.
What would be a good check? I kind of want.
Oh, a good check for this?
Yeah.
John, let me look, cause I can probably think of something. What would be a good one? No. Charm, maybe.
Some sort of persuasion.
Yeah.
Charm is probably your best one. So you could spend you could spend a push to charm her, to sort of overcome of like make it sound more romantic.
Looking like a batshit crazy. Sure. Yeah. Let's try that.
Or do you want to save the push and let her walk?
No, she's too important to the operation.
So yeah, you push. So you lay on the charm. Like, vampires is really just this metaphor for crazy, and she's like, oh, that's really deep. Mostly she's impressed
like a blunt.
Yeah.
That's deep, man.
She's impressed, but yeah, so she agrees to continue on this adventure with you.
I'm gonna get her killed.
You're gonna, and so you want to send her out to go distract one of the goons.
Yeah. And then I'll take care of the other.
You're like, go talk to that guy over there. Well, is he bad? Oh yeah, he's fine. We go way back.
Yeah.
So she heads out and deliberately makes a beeline to this guy and starts chatting with him. You can't really make out what she's saying because you're a good ways away. How are you going to sneak up on the other goon?
Can you kind of distract the environment that the other goon is around?
So you are on one of these old streets, cobblestone, fairly narrow. The sidewalks are even pretty narrow. The one goon had gone past the wine and olive bar, and she had gone to catch up with him and cat. So she's further down the street. You can see down both ways of the street, and you can see that there's alleys crisscrossing the street every 125 meters. But all the buildings are low. They're about 2 to 3 stories. They're brick and fairly old.
Okay. Well, and have the goons been like interacting with one another, or are they just?
You saw
they seem to be.
the telltale like hand to the ear sort of hitting the radio, and yeah, you pushed on tradecraft. You saw him deliver like he had looked up and to the left, and when you sort of get near the window and look up, you can see that there's a person sitting in one of the windows up on the second story of the building.
Oh. Maybe I gotta take care of him first, actually. Okay. I'll try sneaking my way to see what's up. If there's a person in that second story, I'll try catching up with him, see what he's up to.
All right, so you duck. You kind of watch his eyes as he's focused actually down the street towards Emily and goon number 1. We'll go with Bob. And so yeah, you quickly scoot, and you're now like right up against the building. And now you got to figure a way up.
Okay. And there's doors or ladder or something.
There's a door in the front. It looks like it's a shop that's closed. Okay. Based on what you've seen, a lot of these places have fire escapes in the back.
Yeah, that might be a good option. Let's try that.
So you run around back. Emily's evidently being a champ in keeping this guy distracted.
She reads Shakespeare. I knew she would be.
But yeah, you make it to the location. I'm going to need an athletics test to jump up and grab hold of the fire escape, the bottom of it.
Okay. Okay. I think I have a -1 to that because of
the injury.
One of my roadkill, but let's see. Okay. We got a 5. And for the second one, we get a 3.
So you got a really good run and leap. So you get a 7 total. You're able to pull yourself up, and you're able to make it up to the 3rd story. When you kind of look inside the window, you notice the window is propped. It's fairly warm, so people are keeping the air moved. And you slide in, and you find yourself in a hallway, and you can see that person was likely. You can actually see his silhouette in the front window across the way.
Like in the same room? Or like same hallway?
Yeah, you're in a hallway, and you can see that there's stairs leading down in the center.
Okay. Well, shoot. Yeah. I can't see him yet. I would try to get to a point where I could see him.
You can see him. You can see the silhouette of him in the window.
Oh. Yeah. Is he armed?
It looks like he is in fact armed.
Okay.
Looks like he has a rifle.
Ooh. Okay. Ideally, what I would do is I would try sneaking up on him and choking him out.
All right, so you have no problem in doing so. So you choke him out. You can hear his radio chatter suddenly kick up now that he's passed out. So he's passed out laying on the ground, and you can hear his radio.
Oh. I'll put it in. Put it in my ear.
And so you hear, like, Francis, where are you? Francis, like, that girl, she has left.
Oh. Uh-oh. Wait, the girl. Oh, crap. Okay. I'll look out the window and look to see where Emily, if she's gone anywhere.
You can see she's heading back into the wine and olive bar.
Okay.
And you can see that guy is looking up towards where you're at the window.
Yeah, and shoot, is it dark out? What time of day is it?
It is at this point. You've made it like 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's a summer, so it's still light out, but it's fairly low. There's long shadows.
Okay. Well, I will quickly pick up the rifle, and I don't think a thumbs up would do it, but hopefully the idea is maybe he can only see a silhouette of me, so I can just play it cool.
Actually, play it cool. I can use a cool test.
Yeah? Radio's broken, I like damn things.
So yeah, give me a cool test. That is one of your general abilities.
So first one's a 3, and next one's a 3.
So you manage, like, you think he might have sold it a little bit too far. Kind of sits there staring up for a bit, and you hear, Francis, why won't you speak to me?
I'll kind of give him the what do you like the charades where it's like, and then I'm just like, ugh, forget it.
So you see him, it's just like you can almost see his eye roll from like a block away, and then he just spins around and he continues his path down the way.
Okay. Let me search this guy really quick. Does he maybe he has some sort of information on him or
You
cell phone? Or
you find that he has a cell phone. You notice that he has 2 magazines of ammunition and the rifle, and that he also has a wallet with identification.
Does his if I look at his ID in his wallet, does that tell me anything? Does that spark any sort of memory or?
He definitely was one of the goons that you had worked with previously. But in terms of any additional memories, it was mostly like you remember doing an op with him and Sinclair, and it starts to get like you were tracking down people that had wronged Javitso.
Yeah. Well, let me take his cell phone. Does he have Sinclair in his cell phone?
You grab his cell phone, it's locked. You quickly like use his thumb on it, and notice that it does unlock. You quickly flip through, and you do see Sinclair's name listed. And you also notice that his GPS is open.
Ah, okay. GPS is open, like.
It looked like
You
can see there was a route that had been plotted from one location to where he's at now.
Oh. Where was it going from before? Like, what was the original location?
Yeah, you were able to recall it. It was it's in the rough side of town.
Well, I don't recognize the address, do I?
And you do recognize the address. You know that this is a place that Sinclair has used as a safe house in the past.
Maybe I'll go there next. I'm gonna keep his cell phone. If I can, I'll try and remove the password from it, given that it's already unlocked from the thumb. But just to have it for now.
Yeah, that's probably better than taking his thumb with you.
Yeah, just chop it off. But okay. And then I'll try and
But you're leaving the rifle behind.
Unless I think there's a way that I can bring the rifle with me to the car without being noticed.
Your vehicle's still back at the church.
Oh, okay. So we walked here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would leave the gun here then. I still have my pistol. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So what next?
I think I'm going to why would they be here though? I could go back to the safe house, like Sinclair's safe house, and see if I could find him there. But if they're here, that means they might be guarding something, especially if they're armed. What exactly are they guarding? And do they seem to be guarding a particular building?
It does not look that way. Okay. You notice that the guard has turned the corner. Or the previous goon.
Okay.
Oh.
Why the hell would he be in the window? That's weird. That is so strange. But I will take his bullets though. I don't want him coming after me with that.
Well, it looks like one clip is regular ammo, and the other one looks to be some sort of tranquilizer dart.
Oh. I couldn't conceal that rifle. It's like a rifle, right?
Yeah, it's a hunting rifle.
Yeah, that would be useful, but okay. Yeah, I have to leave it. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try and make my way to one of the stores, if there's a coffee shop or just anything, and I'll text Emily to say come back to whatever store. Let's meet up.
You're not gonna because you're gonna avoid. You don't want to walk back into the wine bar.
If she's in there, probably not, because they know who I am because they used to work for me, and I don't want to get Emily in trouble. Yeah.
So you just stiffed her with the bill?
Oh, did she eat? Did she eat something?
You guys had wine and olives. And...
Oh, okay. I guess Yeah, I guess that would be the polite thing. Okay, I'll go meet her.
So you are able to continue on. You go back across the street. You don't see the other guard. I think I said his name was Bob. I should write these things down.
Right.
Um, and you grab Emily. You pay the bill. She's like, "Well, okay. I talked to him. What happened?"
Hey, that's wonderful. Did you learn anything?
He said that they've been running patrol routes looking for a dangerous criminal.
Yeah. Well, he actually used to work for me. He's actually kind of a nice guy, Bob.
Really?
Yeah, but I think he's actually looking for me.
You're the criminal?
It's kind of complicated. No. I am not a criminal. I am a police officer. No, am I not? I'm not a police officer. What would I be?
You're ex MI6. You are a burned agent.
Yeah. I'm a good. I hate saying that. I just sound like a freak.
It's a misunderstanding.
Look, yes. This is not what it seems. I'm so bad at explaining myself about these things.
She just keeps giving you the Keep going.
Yeah.
Would you like this ladder to keep digging deeper?
Look, I appreciate it, but Emily, look, you helped me. See that building right over there? There was a shooter who was looking for me, and I was able to take him out. Here, I have his phone, I have his wallet, and you've been a really big help to me. So thank you for that. But
so
now
you broke into an apartment and you claim that there's a shooter there, but you come out with somebody's wallet and somebody's cell phone.
You liked Hamlet, right? Hey, what's your favorite Shakespeare?
I'm done with you. She's like, you paid the bill. Thank you. It was a really weird evening. And she turns around and she walks away.
Yeah. Okay.
So you do head towards this safe house, this place where you know that Sinclair's hit up before.
Yeah.
So do you go back for the car, or do you just decide to sort of hoof it over?
I'll definitely go back for the car. If it helps, I'll take a cab to make that quicker.
Okay. So you're able to pick up the car and get everything sort of ready to go. You could be at Sinclair's apartment by about 10 p.m.
Oh, that's perfect. Let's do it.
So how do you want to get in?
Let's see. So it's his apartment, which is kind of the safe house?
Yes. Well, it's more his safe house.
Okay. Well, I've been here before, right?
You do recall being here before.
Right.
And you can see that it's currently being used as a base for operations because as you're getting close, you see two guys sort of in the suit getting into a car that's out in front and driving away.
Okay. No, that's actually pretty good. That means there might be less people coming actually inside. Let me I mean, if it's his apartment, is he on first or second? I guess it doesn't really matter.
He is on the third floor.
Okay.
You can see that the building itself, it looks fairly dilapidated.
Okay.
It's not in good condition. But if you would like to break in, you think that you could do an infiltration challenge.
I think I mean, honestly, I think what I would do, me being the trained MI6 agent that I am, I would walk right in, try and sneak under the radar, and once I get to like his front door, I would using the new cell phone, I would try calling his cell phone just to see. Maybe I'll hear voices inside.
He's too high up. you'll need to either get deeper into the complex, or
Can I like get into the complex? Is it locked?
I'll need an infiltration.
Okay. Let's do that.
So that is one of your general abilities. So give me that first die.
That's a 4. Second
Alright.
one is a 4.
So, there are stunts that are available, but it would it reduces your die in one of your general abilities. So you could get cover, use your cover to be able to get an extra die.
Okay.
Or if you have the bonus edge 7.
I don't.
Nope, you don't. Those are the two, or you can take on an extra problem.
I love problems. Let's take on an extra problem. So, Kender Mage grant a push. Does that help me right now?
I gave you the push. You could use the push later. You'll definitely need a push later.
Okay.
All right. So, are you taking extra problem? Are you gonna do?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Or are you gonna
take on more?
Or are you gonna do cover?
I guess I probably should take cover, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I should. Let's do that.
Then give me an extra d6.
Here we go. 5. Oh,
5.
They're both 5. I rolled twice.
Well, very nice. You make it up to the outside, just outside the apartment, and you can already hear. It sounds like pacing, and you can hear the very muffled voices, but it seems to come from one person, and then there's a very slight tinny voice as well, which you believe might be from a cell phone.
That's after I call it?
You haven't even had a chance to call yet. You've gotten up near the apartment building, or the apartment itself.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what they're talking about, but do I feel watched? Like, can I look around real quick just to make sure no one's actually watching me?
Yeah, you look around, and as you can see the hallway, and it looks clear.
Okay.
You don't feel like you're currently being watched. You're looking for the classic things you would normally look for, like cameras in the corner, but there are none.
Okay. I guess I'll keep going. Yeah, I'll keep getting closer to his actual door.
You go in.
I won't go in yet. I will, before I go in, I will call his phone.
Okay, you call his phone. It rings. Or it doesn't ring because he's currently talking on his phone. So you can't hear it ring.
Okay.
But
I do hear him talking on the inside.
And you hear this hold, wait. Now, like that comes through very clear, and then it clicks over, and he said, and you can hear him just. There's a deep sigh over the phone. It's like, Aaron, where are you?
Oh no.
I found my man.
Okay. What does that mean? What does that mean? What? Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm right outside. And I'll knock on the door.
So he's like, why don't we talk like civilized individuals about you coming back into the fold? Just one moment. And he hangs up. And you hear him like thumping over. Comes over to the door, and it opens, and you see him with a pistol in hand, staring at you. He's like, come on in. Let's talk.
Are we alone?
It's you and me.
All right. And I'll follow him in.
He gestures to when you get in, one of the things that sort of surprises you, and then it triggers all these memories, is this apartment is just luxuriously set up. There's paintings on the wall. The place is clean and spotless. It's warm and welcoming, and you can see that there are a number of plush chairs around the room. And he gestures to one of them as he walks by, and he heads back towards the sort of a couch that's across an end table between the chair and where he gestured for you to sit.
Yeah, I'll take a seat. I want to talk to Sinclair and see what I can learn from him.
He's like,
Maybe this doesn't have to help.
I'm so glad, Aaron, that you came and you came to me. Spending these resources is not what Javitso wants. Like, we just want you back. You are skilled, and so
Where exactly is Javitso?
he's at his castle. I was scheduled to meet him here tonight.
He's coming tonight.
Yes.
Maybe you and I could be a team again. And I would like to if possible, I would like to try and get him to drink the rosewater flask. Kind of a stretch.
So when you say this, he's like, you're not thinking straight, Aaron. You are throwing away not only your life, but these amazing powers and abilities. Like, come back to serve Javitsa. You've been drugged.
At what cost?
What cost matters?
You're not yourself. You don't remember who you used to be. And trust me, I used to be in your shoes right now. I was there for God knows how long.
Yeah,
you don't realize the price until you've left. Come back for just one day. One day.
What, to have whatever hallucinogen that's in that flask?
You know what this is, Sinclair. I'll show him.
He's like, I don't...
You know exactly.
No, I don't know what that is. It's like LSD, right?
Never. No. This will help you break Javitso's hold that he currently has over you. Sinclair, you and I used to be partners. You can trust me on this.
You're the one that brought me in to work for Javitso.
I was wrong.
No, you were right. And you are just having a breakdown. Come back. Come talk to Javitso. Everything will be fine.
You don't know what you're doing to yourself. Sinclair, this is now or never. Either you come with me, you drink this now, and I will break you of this, and you will thank me for the rest of your life.
You just need the blood sacrament again. And you will see the true powers of Javitso. I know you've been working with poisoners, and all that is poison. And I'm not going to risk Javitso's wrath.
So, is there any way at this point? I mean, I'll fight him into submission.
So, at this point, you got a couple different options. One, you can try to intimidate him, which is you could spend a push to intimidate him to see if you can get some additional information. The other is you could go for the gun. Actually, let's see. Or you can spend a push to charm.
I'll try intimidating him. I'll tell him, listen to me, Sinclair. You don't want to be an enemy of mine. You know how this ends up, and I'll come out on top. You and I both know that. Got that?
It's even if you come out on top, You're not gonna beat Javitso. He's 800 years old.
You and I can do it together, Sinclair. I need you for this. And
He's
you
like,
know that.
look, what we know is that we were following those 3 guys that you were talking to. We followed them, and we know that you're plotting to poison Javitso. I'm just telling you, it's not gonna work. And by the way, we found one of the co-conspirators dead. And really, you're only...
Co-conspirators.
Yeah, you're co-conspirators. The ones that you got this flask from.
Poisoned? That's what you think this? You think this is poison?
Yes. And
Am I the
right
crazy
now,
one?
right now, we suspect that one of Javitso's rivals is in town. And that is forbidden. Forbidden
I know
by...
who you're talking about, and she attacked me. I know who that is. And look, if it means we take out, that crazy vampire, then so be it. I need you on my side, Sinclair.
It's like, oh, so it's Carlisle, isn't it? You're working for Carlisle. No, pulling back a bit. He looks at the flask that you set down, and he sets the gun on his lap in front of him, and he grabs the flask and he opens it and he smells it. Like it smells like rose and ash.
Exactly. Not poison, right? Look, if it means
Fine.
so much to you,
I'll drink it.
I'll take a sip with you. Good.
Fine. And he's like, if this will get you to come back to Javitso, I will take a sip and prove that you are just hallucinating. We'll sit here together until Javitso comes here. And so he takes a drink. And so he sits there and the two of you chat for a little bit longer. He talks about some of the fun adventures you went on when you would steal people so that you could take them back so Javitso could feed. Great times.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, like, he doubles over and vomits blood all over the carpet in front of him.
Oh God.
And he tries to haul himself back up, and he's got like one hand on the coffee table, and the other hand is like clutching his guts. The gun has fallen into the pile of bloody vomit. And he's like,
God.
What have you done?
Look, it's gonna be like this for a little while. I was in the hospital. I actually don't know exactly how I came back to be, but it's probably purging, your mind of the hold that Javitso had on you. I mean,
I can't.
How's your head? Do you feel any?
No, I know what we've done. I can't come with. Look, I can buy you time, and that is all I will willingly give. Like, I can see what we've done, but I can't fight him. I can feel he's still got a hold. I can just feel it when I couldn't before.
Okay. What do I gotta do? I think I still have X's.
Look, you need to figure out a way to break this hold permanently. Do you have more of that? Because you're gonna need more of that if you're gonna stay away from Javitso. You have no way to survive without it.
He drank the whole thing, or did he just take a sip?
He drank the whole thing. There was enough for one dose in there.
Okay. No, I don't have any more right now, but I mean, maybe I can get some more, but... Okay.
The best I can offer is to distract Javitso. And you need to figure out... Look, we found one of them, and the one was dead. We found him on the bridge a few hours ago. We haven't found the other two co-conspirators.
Where, what are their names?
I don't know. The one looked like a friar. The other was this old, little old woman. Was bundled up, had a turban.
Okay.
seemed to be directing the other two. And then there was this
Okay.
this doctor that we found on the side of the road.
Was that the one who was with me?
That is the one that was with you. That was Dr. Holier.
Yeah. Okay. 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 I'll keep a lookout, and I appreciate you. But I'll be back to save you. Okay.
Don't come back. Don't come back.
I'll take the rosewater flask and leave.
All right.
No.
Did you find this? No, you did not. Okay. So,
Get some more LSD, man, and hook up Carlisle and Javitsa so they can fight this out.
a couple things. You no longer have the rosewater flask. You've got the flask, but
Rip.
it's nothing in it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take that away from you.
Okay.
And we know you're gonna gain an edge from that discussion.
Excellent.
So you're gonna gain edge number 19.
I missed a lot of edge. I went from 9 to 18. Okay, here we go. Who dares wins? Sinclair gave you some help, a piece of equipment, a secret, a promise of assistance before he committed suicide. Committed suicide? At any point before the end of this adventure, you may discard this card to reveal what aid he gave you, or gain preparedness dice. Huh.
So at some
Okay.
point when you need to be more prepared, this will help you. So what you don't know when you leave is that when he means he's going to distract, he knows that he wouldn't survive Javitso, and so he will kill himself, both obfuscating any connection to you, hiding the fact that you were there, and enraging Javitso.
It's not good. I don't know that, though. Okay.
You don't know that. You just know he's just said, just don't come back. It's not. Just don't come back. It
My
was the
friend
last
John.
thing he said.
John, no.
All right. Also, if you have problem 3, you get discarded. Okay, no, you don't have problem 3. Or any other shadow problems. Do you have a shadow problem? You do.
Something in the sky? Yeah, shadow in the sky. Was he my shadow?
No, but
No.
because of this distraction that he's providing.
Ah, okay.
So we're gonna take that one and make it go away as well.
Take his pistol, says Kender Mage. I considered it, but it was in vomit and blood. I guess maybe he would have. I don't know.
All right, so
I mean, yeah.
we are with 4 minutes left. We got through one scene, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good scene.
And as you're leaving, you see across the street, you're leaving, you get in the car, and you start driving back towards the other, basically away from the more run-down parts of Budapest. You're
Right.
crossing the bridge, and you see a woman standing on the bridge, and she looks at you, and you can see there's recognition in her eyes.
Uh-oh.
Actually, do I have a picture of her? Maybe I have a picture.
Oh no. I don't know who she is. She's looking at me. Oh!
But she doesn't have in this case, she doesn't have the turban on.
Rastami! That sounds familiar.
It does. And so you see her, she sees you. There's an instant moment of recognition that she is one of your 3 co-conspirators.
Oh man. Okay.
So there was Dr. Holier, Rostami, and
Yeah.
somebody else.
Uh-oh. If there's still time, can I try picking her up?
Absolutely, and that is a good place to stop.
Okay. Excellent. Yes, pastrami.
No, Rastami. So awesome. That was super cool. Hopefully everybody had a good time watching. We're so happy that you were able to join us, watch along with the story of Aaron Khan trying to escape.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.